Hi guys, I'm Dro. Welcome to Pro Picks, where we analyse standout picks in the competitive league. So in the week 9 of LCS in the EU, Yellowstar picked out Trundle support to the much confusion of the casters. So in this episode we'll be looking, why Trundle? To answer these questions, first let's take a quick look at Trundle's skills. His passive heals him every time an enemy unit dies near him. His Q slows and steals AD from the target he attacks with it. His W is an attack speed, movement speed, and health regen steroid. E is a knock up and a slow in a targeted area. And R drains HP and steals resistances from the target it uses. So what does this mean for Trundle as a support pick? Well, first off it means he's a great trader. He's an 8 sustain from his passive when minions die near him. He steals AD from the enemy AD carry, and he allows his AD carry to hit skill shots really easily with his E. His R allows him to nullify tanks in team fights and also in lane, as it deals percentage HP shred damage and takes their resistances, allowing your teammates to kill them really easily. Also, his E is a fantastic zoning tool, as it allows low mobility carries to not get past it, and is amazing in choke points in the jungle. Trundle's kit's not without much weakness though. He's easily kited due to not having a dash. His E is really weak to dash champions, and this is a main form of crowd control because they can just jump over the top of it. He's weak to burst and ignite as his healing's really slow, so it needs time to ramp up, and he's desperate for level 6 in lane. This means that if you want to counter Trundle, you need to take high burst and high mobility comps to be able to stop his E and his ultimate. So looking at the two games that Trundle was picked, we can see that neither Unicorns or SK really had any sort of this, these things that counter Trundle. If we look at SK specifically, it had a 2-threat comp with a low mobility carries. This is perfect for Trundle because he can put his R on top of the big tank that's building in the top lane, and he can use his E to zone out the Jace and the Corki really, really easily. And if we look again at the Unicorns of Love, they haven't got any dashes. This means it's perfect again for Trundle's E. I'd like to also take a mention here and say that it's a possible Sivir counter because it shuts down our R really well. Because if the team is running at you, you place an E in a choke, they slowed round it and it's perfect as it slows them down. She's been really, really big all season. So a possible Sivir counter is a big, big pick. It seems to be matched with high pick champions such as Rise and Twisted Fate and Fizz, naming only a few, because it potentially allows Yellowstar to zone the enemies from the escape. As you can see in this clip in the SK game, Jace can't really run away after Trundle puts the pillar behind him and Twisted Fate can easily get the kill. Okay, so how does all this translate? Well, first off, Yellowstar takes traditional support tank runes, tank masteries and supporty tanky items that are generally built on most supports these days. But this is a specific point of why Trundle's great, because he's amazing with just flat HP due to him stealing all the resistances from the enemy tanks. As you look at the skill order here, he maxes his E first, which is very different to top lane Trundle, because top lane Trundles usually max their Q and then either their W or their E depending on the situation and their matchup. So as we can see from this clip, in lane he's mainly trading with his Q and placing his E behind the enemy AD carry and support. His E sets Corki up really well as it allows him to land his skill shots very, very, very easily. Q also takes the AD off the enemy AD carry, better trades, and his passive allows him to heal up after the trade so they can go in for more trades and possible engages and kills. Also, in this clip, E disengages Corki from a bad fight, allowing them to get out safely. Moving into the mid game, he has high mobility from his W. This gives him good map movement and allows him to move around the map easy to do things that he wants to do. Also, his W gives him the attack speed steroid. Mixing this with his Q auto attack reset allows him to ward clear very, very, very well. Team fighting is where Trundle support is at its best. He uses his ultimate on their frontline tank, allowing his team to mop them up very efficiently. His E is used to zone and then peel, and also it's used as a possible disengage. He doesn't use his E to engage any of these fights, but instead puts it behind high priority targets, allowing his team to pick them off. So, should you pick up Trundle support? Well, 2 games really isn't a lot of data to go off of, but looking at what I have, it's a niche pick that does allow certain comps to falter and fail. So, it is good in that respect, and also he does everything that a standard support does and more. So if you see Sivir being locked in first pick, pick Trundle and think to yourself,
"You're in my kingdom now!"
Thanks for watching my analysis on Trundle support. I hope you liked it, and I hope to bring you more League of Legends analysis in the near future. See you around.